Time now for the morning rush. We start with a major traffic alert for you. I-40 westbound drivers expect delays later on today. Here we are driving down the section that's expected to be turned down to one lane later on today between the Big I and Coors as crews replace the concrete slabs along the corridor. At this time, it's not being affected, but DOT says this will take place every day between 8 p.m. and 3 p.m. from today on through March 25th. The construction is also bringing a number of ramp closures. Kristen.
Strong Pacific storm moving in over the next couple of days. It starts today with the showers and thunderstorms over most of the lower elevations. Heavy mountain snow gets going out of the Sangre de Cristos and San Juans, continuing late this afternoon into the evening. We've got more showers and thunderstorms on the way for Tuesday. Severe weather threat favors southern New Mexico today, eastern plains tomorrow. David?
Breaking this morning, the Indonesian woman accused of murdering Kim Jong-un's half-brother is now freed. This comes as Malaysian prosecutors withdrew the charge against her. Siti Asaya spent 2 years locked up, accused of using her deadly nerve agent to kill Kim Jong-nam. Now, Asaya is scheduled to head back to Indonesia later today.
U.S. investigators on their way to Ethiopia this morning to help search for the black boxes on board Flight 302 that crashed yesterday morning. 157 people confirmed dead, 8 of those Americans. The plane went down just 6 minutes into its flight to Nairobi, Kenya. All 149 passengers and 8 crew members were killed. The FAA and NTSB will be assisting Ethiopian investigators.
This morning, airlines in multiple countries are now suspending the use of the Boeing 737 MAX 8. That's the same plane that crashed in Ethiopia over the weekend. It's also the same type of plane operated by Indonesia's Lion Air that crashed shortly after takeoff last October, killing all 189 on board. Now, China has one of the world's largest fleet of the MAX 8s, operating 97 of those types of planes.
Happening right now, President Donald Trump preparing to release his 2020 budget plan. The budget is set to include a request for $8.6 billion in additional funding for his proposed border wall. The president is trying to get enough money to complete his wall by the end of 2020. His budget is also set to include more money for defense spending.
Awaiting the governor's signature this morning, a bill decriminalizing prostitution for kids under 18. House Bill 56 ensures that minors in prostitution cases are not charged with a crime. Instead, the children will be looked at as human trafficking victims. The bill also requires state agencies to provide them with protective and trauma services.
A bill aiming to protect LGBTQ New Mexicans is on its way to the governor's desk. If signed, Senate Bill 20 will allow New Mexicans to change the gender marker on their personal identity documents by giving a health care provider's letter or thorough self-attestation. Current law requires a person must prove they've had gender confirmation surgery or correct the sex designation on a state birth certificate.
The deadline is fast approaching for victims of clergy sexual abuse to file a proof of claim, all in the ongoing bankruptcy case filed by the Catholic Archdiocese of Santa Fe. According to the Journal, a U.S. bankruptcy judge approved a deadline of June 17th. A Friday order is now requiring the Archdiocese to publish notices of that deadline. Now, the Archdiocese filed for bankruptcy reorganization in December, citing the financial burden of continuing litigation brought by victims.
A recruiting event for women wanting to get into law enforcement is happening today from 5 to 7 this evening at Balloon Fiesta Park. A powerful force, Women in Law Enforcement, is taking place. Federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies organize the event focused on getting women interested in public safety careers. A panel of female law enforcement professionals will also be providing insight into their field.
New Mexico State Police could soon be required to wear body cameras. This all according to the New Mexican. Lawmakers are considering a proposed budget that includes more than $3 million to provide police with the cameras. Now, officials say the technology is coming. It's just a matter of when. Already, state police in Albuquerque have a few dozen body cameras. Now the department is preparing to provide cameras to all of its officers.
A warning this morning from Kirtland Air Force Base. Officials say fraudulent tickets are being advertised to the upcoming Air and Space Fiesta. According to the Journal, Kirtland's Air and Space Fiesta is free. It does not require a ticket for admission, but fraudulent tickets are circulating around. The event takes place May 18th. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index up to a 6, looking at some scattered rain showers through the day today. In between that, some isolated thunderstorms also possible. And those breezy conditions today, about 10 to 20 miles per hour coming out of the south, but no problems with the temperatures as we look to climb into the 60s by late day. David?
Well, the fire in Belen is still burning, but crews are making progress putting out the flames. The fire stands at 50% containment and nearly 140 acres have burned. Firefighters say the flames prompted a response from the multiple state agencies and roughly 55 crew members. Now, they expect the fire to be cleaned up by midweek. The cause is still under investigation.
This week, the Senate is set to hear the bill that would legalize recreational marijuana. We're waiting to find out the exact date when it'll be heard. House Bill 356 regulates the use, production, and the sale of cannabis for adults over the age of 21. The bill does not allow residents to grow marijuana at home or carry more than an ounce at a time.
A bill focusing on childhood trauma in schools is waiting to be heard on the Senate floor. The Childhood Trauma Awareness Training Act requires school districts and charter schools to develop training programs, all for school employees to identify and address childhood trauma, which officials say can impede the brain development, learning, and socialization abilities. The Chimayo heirloom chili is gaining popularity. The manager at El Potrero trading post, Nicolas Madrid, has been buying his heirloom chili from Crescencio Ochoa, the largest heirloom chili grower in Chimayo, for over a decade. Madrid says that the customers pay about $45 a pound for the heirloom chili. That's roughly 6 times the average cost of New Mexican chili powder. Madrid says that they've shipped Ochoa's chili as far away as Germany and Wales. Kristen.
Time now for a check on traffic. We do have one crash to report to you right now. 98th Street at Volcano Road near Central. We've got our news tracker out on I-40 westbound near Coors at this point, looking pretty good. Big Eye also moving smoothly at this hour.
There is now a new way to spend time with your dog, with both of you enjoying an ice cold beer. Good Boy Dog Beer is made in Houston, Texas, with your furry friend in mind. The non-alcoholic drink is made with bone broth, herbs, and spices to provide dogs with extra nutrients that they may not get from their regular dog food. The company says the brews are safe for humans to drink. Don't know if I'd recommend that.
We're taking you back 42 years ago on this day. Clayton observed 25 consecutive hours of 50-mile-per-hour plus winds. They had a peak wind gust there of 92 miles per hour. They definitely had some damage out there towards the northeast, but that was on this day 42 years ago. We take you now to the 5 facts.
At number 5, it's a special day for military and veterans at the Roundhouse, with tributes to our servicemen and servicewomen that will be led by Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham. New Mexico's National Guard and Department of Veteran Services will also be there. This year's Military and Veterans Day will highlight those who served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom.
At number 4, victims of clergy sexual abuse have a deadline of June 17th to file a proof of claim in the ongoing bankruptcy case filed by the Catholic Archdiocese of Santa Fe. This all according to the Albuquerque Journal. The deadline is approved by a U.S. bankruptcy judge. A Friday order is now requiring the Archdiocese to publish notices of that deadline. Now, the Archdiocese filed for bankruptcy reorganization in December, citing the financial burden of continuing litigation brought by victims.
Number 3 now this week, the Senate is set to hear the bill that would legalize recreational marijuana. We're waiting to find out an exact date on when it will be heard. House Bill 356 regulates the use, production, and sale of cannabis for adults over the age of 21. It does not allow residents to grow marijuana at home or carry more than an ounce at a time.
At number 2, widespread showers and thunderstorms expected today. Heavy mountain snow gets going over the Sangre de Cristos and San Juans. This continues both Tuesday and Wednesday. Stronger winds to factor in Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures warmest today in the 60s, starting to cool off tomorrow through Thursday.
And at number 1, drivers will have a major traffic headache this morning. I-40 westbound drivers, you can expect delays continuing today. Westbound I-40 will be down to 1 lane as crews will be replacing the concrete slabs. This is along the corridor between the Big Eye and Coors. Now, the Department of Transportation is saying the traffic will be down to 1 lane between 8 p.m. and 3 p.m. every day until March 25th. The construction is also bringing a number of ramp closures.